Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala and this is the olive tone. Today I am moving on in my bronzer marathon and I am doing the Hourglass bronzer today. And this is the one in Nude Bronze Light where it has a bit of pink in it. And it's kind of hard to see because it kind of looks a little bit golden. But I will do my makeup and then when it's time for bronzer, then I'll kind of talk about the bronzer. So I already applied my Beauty of Joseon SPF. Kind of just use that as just like a primer because my face is kind of normal right now. It's not dry or anything, so I just use that as a primer with a little bit of moisturizer. And I'm just going over with the Perez Oatmilk foundation. This is one of the BK Beauty brushes. This foundation is super blendable. It may look streaky as brushes sometimes do that, but if you just kind of keep working it in, then it blends out smoothly and it kind of just works itself into the skin. And then I may just go over with a sponge to really even things out. Tap it over with this sponge. I'm gonna use the new Charlotte Tilbury lip liner again today, but use a different color on like over top just to show what the warmer lip liner can look like with a different color, just to kind of help give an idea of how you can use a lip liner kind of in different ways. Instead of like, if it's just a cool toned lip liner, then you're forced to stick to only cool toned lip glosses or lipsticks, which that's not the case at all. I mix and match my warms and cools all the time, and it really creates some of the best looks when you're able to do that. It almost gives more like depth to your lips when you create these cocktails. But yeah, I was gonna just use that again since it's new, just to kind of have different, more looks available if anyone has decided to pick up that lip liner in Icon Baby by Charlotte Tilbury. So I went with the concealer, the Perez concealer. We're done with that. I'm going to set my face with this Kosas powder. I'm really running low here on the powder, so I'm just wondering if I should just use like a smaller brush to kind of focus around the outer edge there and get every last drop. I will use a brow pencil using my Korean Nature Republic brow pencil. This is in my project pan. I mean, I use it every day anyways, but it's kind of fun to throw it into a project pan to see how long it takes to use it up. In my collection, I only have like one of each types of brow products. There's this pencil in pencil form, and then I have a brow powder, only one, and then I have one brow wax, and then brow gels. I have, for some reason, I have two brow gels because it's the clear and the colored in the tinted by Kosas, because I wanted to have just a clear one that is sort of multi-purpose that can go with any of the products, whether it's a pencil or the powder. And that's definitely been enough. So yeah, just a little bit of something with the brows. Now this is the moment I go into the bronzer. I love this color of a bronzer. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but kind of right there, you can kind of tell that there's a bit of a flattened, it's been flattened like the dome. So I'm going to use this Makeup by Mario brush, and I will apply it. I'm going to try to apply it as liberally as possible, just so you can see the color. And in fact, before I do that, let me just swatch it here. So if you kind of see that there is a bit of pink in that brown, and it's so pretty because it almost works with like the pinks in your face, and it comes off looking pretty natural and like undetected. But again, I'm going to build it up just so you can see its fullest impact. There are times when, you know, people want it built up, and other times you can certainly have a more soft, diffused, barely there bronzer. This is certainly a buildable powder. It's so pretty. It's, even though it's not a flat, it is a matte bronzer color, but it's not quite a flat matte. It doesn't make your face look completely dead and not shapeless, but just sort of like dry. It doesn't make it look completely dry, because there is a bit of a luminosity in the powder, because this is an Hourglass, so there is a little bit of a very subtle and beautiful sheen to the powder. Lastly, I'm just going to add it under here. I know that out of all the powders, this bronzer is more expensive. It's one of the most expensive bronzers that I have. I would say if this is your only bronzer, it's definitely worth it. You can find it on sale. You never have to get it this expensive. And also there's places like Poshmark. You can find sales on Hourglass website. You can buy it on sale on Sephora, different online retail stores. So paying what, $50 for this, if that's 50, yeah, then it's not necessary to ever pay full price. But the powder itself is long lasting. It's so pretty, it's buildable. It has a matte, so it's not like, I like a shiny, kind of a glowy bronzer as well. In fact, my Lancome one, I think it has a little bit more of a sheen to it, and that one's one of my top favorites as well. But this one, it has kind of it just creates a different look if you're going for like a natural airbrushed quality. It's just so pretty. So this is Nude Bronze Light. Really pretty, I really like that. Now moving on to the cheek, I'm going to use this Makeup by Mario in Pinch Me Pink. And I'm going to use a little dense brush here and just kind of pack it into an area so that I'm not going too overboard into the bronzer. I want to kind of keep it separate so you can see the distinct colors. This is such a beautiful, beautiful pink color. I think it really suits a golden olive complexion. Let's see if I have to tone it down a little. I'll just kind of use the same foundation brush and then just kind of tone it down. Okay, yeah. So I wanted today's look to be kind of the focus on the cheeks and the lips. So I was gonna keep the eyes looking pretty neutral. I'll do the lips. Today I wanted to do Icon Baby by Charlotte Tilbury. It's their newest lip liner, the lightest shade. Yeah, that's a really pretty, just a neutral nude lip liner, really pretty. And it's definitely on the pink side. For lipstick, I was gonna go in with this Brave by MAC. This is basically all that's left. And this is a cool toned pink that I have loved for years. Really pretty. So if I showed you the colors, let me show you the lip liner here. So it's supposed to be a pink, like a rosiness, but it's kind of a warm toned brown pink. And then I'll show you what this lipstick looks like right next to it. It's supposed to be quite a bit cooler, but together you can't even like tell that there's like a warm and a cool mixed up, but there's just something very subtle that the colors create when you mix them up. I like that combo, because in their Charlotte Tilbury's advertisements, I noticed there's like the lipsticks are really pretty, but the lightest one is like way too Barbie pink, and then the one that is supposed to be the next darker pink, like a cool tone pink, it's too dark. And I feel like this lipstick is actually the in-between that they're missing in that collection. So this is perfect for their lip liners. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Copper Bronze Eyes to Mesmerize. I'm just gonna use like a light wash of it to create a little bit of depth, but most of the look is going to be focused on the cheeks and the lips. But this is such a pretty brown, because it's definitely a cool tone brown, but it's almost like you can see like an eggplant purple in there. And sometimes that look can kind of give you like a punched, an eye punched look, but not this color, thankfully. This one actually looks really, really pretty on the eyes. And if you just sort of shear it out, for me, it creates a good amount of depth on the lid that I look for. And you can certainly create like a smokier look if you want to, but on a day-to-day look, I just want something to create depth in my eyes, but not like super smoked out every time I use it. Because it's like, look at that. Do you see that? Beautiful. It's almost like there is a bit of a purple but eggplant brown in there. It's so pretty. And there's a very subtle shimmer sheen in there that I really love these eyeshadows. these cream shadows. I like eyeshadow in general. That's why I'm using them in every episode. The episode of my life. See, it's so pretty. It just adds a little something. I know some people go towards like a camel color, which is, I've always wanted to be one of those that goes towards like that camel brown, that light brown that is your skin, but a little bit deeper so you can have that wash of shade on the eye. But unfortunately that camel color actually makes me look really sick. So I don't use colors like that. Mine are a little bit more cooler in tone. I'm just using a brown Essence eye pencil. This is it's called Longlasting eye pencil in hot chocolate. It's supposed to be waterproof, so it's like not meant to budge, but honestly, yes, I'm just using this up. This is all that's left of it. No, okay, there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit, but I would not repurchase this because on my eyes, for some reason, the brown, it transfers down. Like by the end of the day, there's a lot of like brown eyeliner that has transferred and gone to the lower lid. And thankfully, I mean, I just kind of clean it up during the day if I'm going out and about. And I'm just trying to like use it up because I bought it a while ago. I've had this for a while. And I'm just trying to use it up because I don't want to just throw it away because it smudges and bleeds. Because it's a nice brown, but it's certainly not waterproof like it's claiming to be. So I'm just gonna create kind of a soft liner look, and then I'm gonna blend it out with a brush to soften it up a bit. And then I'll do my mascara right after that. Might just use just a sort of a flat, kind of a flat little paddle brush to soften up the edges. For my particular eye shape, I do tend to go a little bit heavier on the top lid because I don't have a very defined like eye shape. I don't even know. It's not the eye shape. Maybe it is. But like my lashes don't define anything very well. My lashes are very light in color. So I depend on like eyeshadow and eyeliner to create that definition for me. And it has to do with like face shape and eye shape, but really it's just, you know, genetic. That some people have pretty defined lashes, they're darker, whatever. It doesn't matter. So I really enjoy kind of enhancing the upper lash line. I'm gonna use this same Clinique mascara. Okay, just a little bit of something. So that is so pretty. I like that the cheek and the lips are kind of the focus area, but do you see how that bronzer just kind of looks airbrushed? I really like the effect of this, and it kind of stays, I mean, it stays on your face airbrushed basically all day. It really is quite complimentary to like creating a structure and helping define your features a little bit more. It's a really nice formula. It's not drying. There's not a whole lot of, I mean, there's not really anything negative that I could say about it, and it lasts a long time. I like using really any brush with this. You can use a more fluffy brush if you want like a bit more of a softer touch, or you can use a more compact brush if you want more of an effect. And you can go either way, but it is definitely a buildable formula. So this is what the look kind of turned out. I hope you guys like these bronzer videos. I hope that they kind of help and you can sort of differentiate in color tone of the powders and the creams that I've been doing. I hope it helps with like the swatches and just the application, of course. And I hope you guys are able to find something for yourself that maybe you have been looking for, or you didn't even know that you wanted to look for something different. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time in my next bronzer video. Bye.